you're looking to develop your career in HR, but not sure where to get the help that you need. Perhaps you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed in your HR role and just tired or a little bit overwhelmed with the firefighting that you're having to do. Or actually, is it sometimes a challenge to balance, the needs of the business with making employees feel valued? Maybe you've completed the HR qualification and just unsure about how to really apply the theory in the workplace. Professional qualifications are great. They teach you the theory, and there are, many articles and blogs out there that give you information about, how to manage staff and how to deal with difficult situations. But the one thing that's always been missing for me is, how do I apply that within the workplace? When I first started out in my HR role, I found myself asking questions like, what really is my HR role? Like, how do I really bring it all together? What is the expectation of the business owners of me, of my managers of me? What is the expectation that the employees have of me? Is it all about key performance indicators, the KPIs and the results? Or actually, am I here to listen to what the staff need? And I found myself really kind of juggling between the two, constantly feeling not very confident because I just couldn't work out what my priorities should be. Along the way, through my experience, I've come across some real hard truths about HR. So let's just explore some of those truths. So truth number one is, HR is not always at the top of the agenda for many business owners. They're busy making sales, minimizing costs, building client relationships. They have very little time or energy to deal with HR issues. Truth number two, HR has seen some negativity over the years. Some managers have lost respect for HR for putting in too many restrictions within the business, whilst employees feel like we're not listening to their needs. Truth number three, HR used to be seen as a matronly role, and a role where staff used to be able to come and talk to us. We almost became the agony aunt, and this role later got termed as being pink and fluffy, which isn't the right image we want to really portray to really help support the growth of a business. Truth number four, HR has become so focused on strategy that understanding the real needs of employees and managers is often talked about, but not seen much in practice. Truth number five, there is very little in terms of training to help HR professionals become confident in their role. And even after completing a full CIPD qualification like we have in the UK, many of us still remain unsure about how to really apply that theory at work. And a lot of the learning is often done on the job, and we're left to just get on with it and do the best job that we can. But where do we start, right? Truth number six is, when we do become competent, we're just not sure of what the expectations are. Do we do what the managers want from us? Do we listen to the staff? Do we support the staff and make them feel valued? When we start making them feel valued, we're told we're too empathetic. And when we focus on the business, our staff are feeling like we don't support them. So we're often the proverbial pig in the middle, right? What do we do? And we're torn, aren't we? We're torn between being cost effective in the business, between being emotional and supportive to the staff. Truth number seven is that we have become isolated in our jobs. We're unsure about who to speak to in case we get judged for not knowing the answer to something that feels so simple or basic. Truth number eight, HR has become a fundamental part of a business. Without the right HR in place, businesses are making simple mistakes that are having a massive impact on cost and reputation. Truth number nine, HR role has evolved to ensure that we work as part of a team to develop relationships between the staff and the management. That we find innovative ideas to help align business growth with the growth of our employees, our business, and our leaders. Truth number 10, HR needs to become a respected and essential function within any business. It's not just about, HR being for large companies who can afford a full-time department. Actually, it's the small companies that need it more. They're the ones who are making the most mistakes. Truth number 11, HR needs to become its own brand. One that business owners don't shy away from, a brand that provides flexibility, adaptability to each organisation, a brand that serves and grows, and one that we can all be proud of. There are many definitions about what HR does, but for me, HR is about serving the people, making sure the business is growing and the people are growing, and making sure that we do it in a proactive way. It's also about ensuring that we protect the business and make sure that we're compliant, and that's it. That's how simple HR is, which is one of the reasons why I came up with my system. Throughout my career in HR, working with several thousands of employees and managers, I've worked out that there are 5 areas that we need to really master to be awesome in HR. So the law is forever changing, industries are adapting to technology super fast, and the new era of the millennium employee is looking for something slightly different. They want more, they expect more, and they have more. So what are the 5 areas that we need to master? They are partnership, processes, productivity, performance, and progress. As a HR professional, it's really important to find a balance between all of these areas, not just become a master of 1 or 2. You know, I've seen HR professionals throughout my career who are really, really great at reading off policies and processes, that really know the law inside out. They could be like lawyers, you know, and they're quick to report who isn't abiding by them, but they forget that we also need to take into consideration the impact of these policies and processes on people.